It's Mark here at Gilbert Realty. Today I'm going to do a comparison between renting and owning in the villages. This is a pretty important video because sometimes, depending on the market, depending on what's going on with interest rates and pricing, it's better and cheaper to rent. I found a couple here in the newer sections of the villages, and I want to compare them. And I was looking at this one here on Peakman Road. This is a for sale home. Obviously, it just got discounted $22K. And it's down to $439,500. And it's 1,967 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. It's a nice home, okay? Then I look over here on the for rent in Zillow. And I have this house on Wendy Way, $2,700 a month, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1976. So about 10 really small, 10 square feet off. Okay, about 3 beds, 2 bath, nice home, in good shape, nice countertops, everything's nice. Okay, so they're renting this out for $2,700 a month, and now you have to pay for, I think, cable, internet, gas, and electric. The owner pays for everything else. Okay, so is it worth it to buy? That's the question. And if I run through this scenario right here, I got $439,500. Okay, and I ran some numbers. I ran $439,500 purchase price, 20% down, so your loan amount's $351,600. And then I ran an interest rate of 6.75, 30-year term with good credit. I put in taxes of about $4,000, that may be a little low. And I put insurance of about $1,500. My payment, including taxes and insurance, about $2,738. Okay, that does not include the bond, right? That does not include HOAs. That's pretty good. So $2,700 for the same size house, 3-bed, 2-bath, not too far away, less than a year old. That's a pretty good deal, right? So if I wanted to buy this, I'm going to spend about $400 more per month, plus maintenance. If I buy this, if I rent this, I could do $2,700 per month with no maintenance. If something breaks, the landlord's got to fix it. I don't have to fix it. So there's pros and cons to renting over owning. As we all know, I did some videos recently last week on Dabney and Lake Denham, how they're discounting homes, and you can see them back here behind the screen. Prices are coming down. And all over the state. This is in all over the country, really. And there's very few communities, very few counties where prices are dramatically going up. The majority of the counties, they're falling. So when they give you a figure of, the state of Florida's gone up 4%, you got to remember, a city like Miami can heavily influence the rest of the state. A city like Tampa can heavily influence the rest of the state. You have to be careful where they're pulling their data. All right? But let's say you're looking to rent in the villages. I mean, what would you rather do? Rent or own and have all the responsibility and maintenance? Let's say you move there in the villages and then you decide a year later you don't like it. And now you're on the hook with this thing, with this house. You only put 20% down, and let's say a year from now prices are down 3 to 4%. So you're not going to have any equity. You may have to pay a realtor to sell your property, put on the MLS or VLS. And so it could be a catch-22. I mean, if I move to the villages and I rent, I have a 1-year lease, and let's say after a year I don't like it. At least I can leave. I can get out. I can say, look, I'm out. Don't like it. I want to go back, move somewhere else. You can do that here. Maybe a good recommendation for most people is come down, rent for a year, see if you like it. Purchase a home a couple months before your rent's over, your lease is up, and go from there. But at least see if you like the area first. See if you can deal with the traffic. See if you can deal with the amenities. See if you can deal with the golf. See if there's something there for you to enjoy yourself. Obviously, there's a bunch of clubs. There's a bunch of things you can do and join. So go there and see if you like it first, because you may not. See if you like the weather. I mean, you're in an area where it's hot. It's hot as heaven. Down below, right? It's hot the other way. So, I mean, it's so hot in Florida, especially in summer months. I mean, you're burning. See if you like the area. Maybe that's a smart way for you to go. But if you look here in Lake Dabney, there's a bunch in Lake Denham and Dabney. There's a lot of discounts going on. 2,300 square feet. Look at this home. Man, 38 grand off. Pretty house. Nice little big patio out here. There's so many discounts going on, and they have to because they know the market's slowing. Now, a lot of people will say that down here, the bond's bigger, the taxes are higher. And that's true. And maybe the villages maybe overestimated the demand in this area. It is pretty far away from shopping and up here in the sixes, entertainment. And then again, at some point in time, the villages will expand down here with commercial and a pool and all that other stuff. So really pick and choose what you want to do. Do you want to move down there, buy a house, decide you don't like it, then try to sell it as the market is declining and your home is worth less? That's something to think about. Is that something you want to do? Okay. I don't know if I'd rather go down there and rent this house than to buy this house we were looking at and decide I don't like it. So anyways, that's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want, obviously. If you think I'm wrong, totally backwards, comment down below. If you think it's a good idea, or if it's what you're currently doing, comment down below. How's it working out for you? Let us all know, because the more we can talk to everybody about this and about the villages down below, especially this scenario, the more you can help people decide, the direction they take. So anyways, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good day if it's, depending when you're watching it, and I'll talk to you soon.